So today our topic is long wear antenna type, which is V antenna. A better version of long wear antenna. This is a V antenna, and this antenna is formed by the long wear in a V-shaped pattern. So because of its V-shaped pattern, it is called V antenna. The end wears are called as legs. This antenna is a bidirectional resonant antenna. So this is a type of better version of long wear antenna. The frequency range. The frequency range of operation of V antenna is around 3 to 30 MHz, means this antenna works in high frequency range. So this is a definition of V antenna, and this is a frequency range of V antenna. Now we will discuss the structure of V antenna. So this is a construction and working of V antenna, and this is a structure of V antenna. So you all can see that this is a fade line, and it has two long wires along with matched load. This ZL is connecting between source and load. So this is a fade line. This antenna has two long wires along with ZL. ZL means matched load, and this ZL is connecting between source and load. So in this two long wire, it is called transmission line, and between this two transmission line, this dot is called imaginary line, and this two transmission line and this imaginary line has a angle which is called phi m. Okay, later we will discuss. So let's see the two long wear antennas are connected in the shape of V to make a V antenna. The two long wires are with 180 degree out of phase. So this two long wires is 180 degree out of phase. As the length of these wires increases, the gain and directivity also increases. The gain of antenna and directivity of antenna also increases. So directivity means the power directivity by average power directivity, which is U is equal to R square E square by 2 eta, and average of power density. So R is a distance and E is a electric field. So now in this following figure shows a V antenna with the transmission line impedance Z, and the length of this wire lambda by 2. So length of this wire is lambda by 2, and this transmission line is impedance means ZL. So now making an angle phi m with axis, which is called apex angle, which I told previously. The gain achieved by V antenna is higher than normal single long wear antenna. The gain is this V formation is nearly twice compared to the single long wear antenna, which has a length equal to the legs of V antenna. So if wide range of radiation is to be achieved, the apex angle should have the average value between higher and lower frequency in terms of the number of lambda by 2 in each leg. So this is a construction and working of V antenna. So now this is a radiation pattern. The radiation pattern of V antenna is a bidirectional. The radiation obtained on each transmission line means both transmission line it has a radiation pattern, and if we added this two radiation pattern, then it's called resultant directivity or resultant radiation pattern. This two transmission line it has four major lobes and some minor lobes. Equally it has four major lobes and some minor lobes, and I told previously this line is called imaginary line, and between these two radiation pattern, if we added this two radiation pattern, then we have a resultant directivity or resultant radiation pattern between adding to this radiation pattern. So in this figure shows the radiation pattern of V antenna. The two transmission line form forming V pattern are A dash and B dash. So this is a dash, B dash, and this patterns of individual transmission line. Of course these are individual transmission line, and added then resultant pattern are shown in this figure, which is this. So adding this two transmission radiation pattern, we can get it this resultant directivity or resultant radiation pattern. This is an imaginary line. Resultant radiation pattern we can draw on this imaginary line. So advantages: construction is simple, high gain, low manufacturing cost. Similarly, disadvantages: standing waves are formed, the minor lobes occurred are also strong, used only for fixed frequency operation. So application: used for commercial purpose and used in radio communications. So in this session this is all, but we have some discussion about feed line, about matched load. So now we discuss. So because of some disadvantages of single long wave antenna like low directivity, high side lobes, angle of beam is based on length, it's all that recover by V antenna. So impedance matching means ZL. Why we use ZL with each transmission line? So in this here, for ZL, maximize the power transfer or minimize signal reflection from the load. Means maximize the power transfer when the antenna is transfer some power, its work is maximize the power transfer, and when it receive some signal, then minimize signal reflection from the load. This is its actually basic work. So high power transmitters like radio broadcasting stations have a matching unit, means ZL, that is adjustable to accommodate changes in the frequency. Means adjustable its frequency like the transmitter, the antenna, or the antenna's environment. Okay, so now it is usually designed such that it transfers almost all power to the load while presenting as a input impedance. Means when it work as a input impedance, it transfers almost all power to the load that is equal to the complex conjugate of the source's output impedance. And when it is work as an output impedance, it's actually minimize signal reflection from the load. Okay, so now we discuss about fate. Fate is an important factor in the antenna. Fate is used couple the signal to the antenna. So it is necessary to have proper impedance matching, which is ZL, in the fate, so that there will be no reflections in the antenna, because reflections reduce the efficiency of the antenna. So let's talk about as an example. In a radio antenna, the fade line is the cable or other transmission line that connects the antenna with the radio transmitter or receiver. Okay, so in the radio antenna, the fade line is a cable or other transmission line that connects the antenna. Of course, fade line is connect the antenna with the radio transmitter or receiver. Now we talk about 180-degree out of phase. This is a two full waveform. This is a waveform 1, it's complete a waveform. This is a second waveform. This is a point A, point B, point C. Now if we talk about point A and C, if we say that point B is 90-degree out of phase of A, similarly point C is 180-degree out of phase of A. So similarly it is D, then we say that D is 270-degree out of phase of A. So this is a 180-degree out of phase. So A point, B point, C is a 180-degree out of phase. So this is ZL, it's work as a input impedance when it's transmit all the power, and it's when it's work as a output impedance, when it's minimize reflection from the load, means a maximum receive the power or signal. So I hope you all understand what is V antenna, its construction, its work, and please subscribe and like this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.